As far as control warrior, if you get the really fast start and the warrior doesn't get all of the weapons and the board clears, you can actually just out tempo them, but it can be rough. Okay, so he's actually
Yep.
going to start off with the hunter this time.
We're seeing a mirror match, yeah. So we're going to see the third Alchemist deck that we didn't get to see in the last series.
Yeah, so it's hunter v hunter. Unfortunately, we don't have the decks up on the screen, but if you know anything about hunter, you kind of know what's in this deck. You're going to have web spinners. You're going to have the Savannah High Mains. The one thing that really kind of differentiates one hunter deck to another is the traps that you use, or if you use traps at all.
Yeah, it looks like Alchemist is running 1 explosive trap and 2 freezing traps in his.
Okay, that's fairly standard. We've been seeing the snake traps come in and out of play, but I'm not really a big fan of the snake trap. It never works. You never get the 3 cards with the buzzards. Just no one falls for that.
Yeah, although it looks like there is 1 snake trap in Gaara's hunter deck.
Really?
It appears, unless he's edited it, but
Okay.
to my knowledge, that's what's in his deck. So we got a double turn 1 web spinner. They're both gone.
Yeah. Web spinner on web spinner violence. So let's see. Gaara got a haunted creeper with his, and Alchemix got a Tundra Rhino. Tundra Rhino could actually be a pretty good card in this matchup.
That it could. And he pulls his other web spinner as well.
He's running dire wolves. That's interesting. I might actually even consider silencing this, but I think there's actually bigger targets to silence later. So the problem is if you play the dire wolf and
he decided to go ahead and silence it.
I'm okay with it because you give out an explosive trap to your opponent and you play that dire wolf and you just lose both of the cards anyway.
Right.
You'd have 2 spectral spiders and a dire wolf on board, and and they just all die.
Yeah, that's no good. Yeah, the mad scientist, man, just brought with it so much value and made so many secrets playable that were previously like you just never think about it.
Well, the thing is, secrets are pretty bad. When you play them for free, they're actually pretty good.
A lot of cards, most cards are good when you play them for free.
It's crazy.
Now I'm like running through my head, like, well, what card would be bad to play for free? I can't think of one.
Goldshire Footman is just bad no matter what.
If it just came out and I didn't have to give it a card slot, I'd be okay with it.
That's the problem, though. It still takes up a card slot.
That's right.
I think I go with Undertaker Web Spinner here. I don't really see a better play. I mean, you're leaving a mana sitting on the floor, but it's fine.
Yeah, that was probably the best call right there.
So now he's going to get
Gaara,
some pretty sweet direwolf value here. He's also got the Houndmaster play, which is okay as well.
That's what he just looks like. He's thinking about it. Goes for it.
He's going to go ahead and do it. Yeah. I mean, it lives. You clear the board. You've got a 4/3 and a 4/1 on board. That's not bad.
Nope.
And that web spinner gifts him a Jungle Panther. Okay. Oh wow! So Alchemist is actually. Oh, this is more of the face deck. He's running Arcane Golems in this one.
Yeah, he is. You even see Leroy Jenkins soon to cost 1 more mana.
Yeah. So do you think Leroy will be gone? I mean, we talked about this on the show, but more and more, I'm still thinking he'll stick around. I just think there's going to be certain decks. I don't think he'll be in the handlock deck anymore, because you can't that combo specifically costs 10 mana. But I think, if hunter decks even are still a thing, I think Leroy still makes sense.
Yeah, I think he'll still work. I mean, 6 damage for 4 mana, or sorry, for 5 mana.
For 5 mana, yeah.
Once the change comes in.
But it's buffable still, I mean, that's
exactly. You can still, there will still be combos. They're just not as groundbreaking as the ones that currently exist.
So rather than play the Dire Wolf and just kill off the Lotheb here, he just goes ahead and plays his own Lotheb. I'm not sure I agree with that. I think I would have preferred. I mean, I guess if you play your own Dire Wolf, you're losing one of your creatures, and potentially what you're doing is opening yourself up for Buzzard Unleash. But I still prefer it because you're basically now just hoping that the trades work out in your favor.
Yeah. And that right there, that didn't. Well,
Well, it actually worked out really well.
Yeah, now he can
gets to draw
unleash
2 cards and clear the board.
Exactly. So it worked out in his favor.
Web spinner would be good. No, useless Hunter's Mark. I was considering, do I want to potentially give him another doggy?
Lucky
now,
for
as
him.
an arena player, I'm looking at the order of his cards right now, and I'm saying, dude, explosive shot. What are you doing, man? But in constructed, you're never going to see explosive shots, so it's fine.
That's an insane thing to be worried about at the moment.
I know, but the arena player in me is just, I can't get that out of my brain. It's like, that's the perfect explosive shot.
It's a reflex, man. It's a reflex.
Okay, so he's going to telegraph the hell out of this explosive trap. We all know what that is now.
And is Gaara running a flare? I would hope he would be.
Very likely, yeah. I mean, I don't see...
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
so I guess he's just not going to attack if he's going to play this Haunted Creeper.
I bet he was hoping to draw into a flare.
I guess, yeah, that's true, actually. Yeah. Is he running 1 or 2?
Running 2, according to my deck list.
Oh, man, he can't get it. He just can't get it. Are you going to put down the tire doggy, too? Oh, God, that's so scary.
Well, he's already committed to this.
Yeah, you're at 5,
You can't
dude.
attack anyway.
Go to 6. Oh, it's painful.
I would play the dire wolf. I would do it.
Oh my God.
Oh wow.
And he just throws away his entire board. I mean, he's got the Undertaker now. He buffed it up at least, so it's
something lived, and then he plays the dire wolf. He gets 4 damage and plus the hero power. He's still winning the damage race significantly. And actually, looking at Alchemist's hand.
Yeah, he doesn't have taunts or anything, so he's actually in a bad spot here. He's going to have to just buzzard and start playing any beast that he has, which is currently only Jungle Panther.
I was about to say, at the moment, it's Jungle Panther, and that's game.
Yeah, he drew into an Undertaker. He had 2 mana left, and that just wasn't going to do anything. So, all right. Man. So right now, Alchemist is on a 3-game losing streak, and he's kind of, I bet he's wishing right now, why did I have to play right away again? Couldn't I have sat down for a little bit and relaxed and, had a hot pocket or something? And I just got to come right back and play against Gaara, best shaman. That's rough.
Indeed. So what would you go to next? So he just played his Hunter at Slash League. And me and you, Dills, and anyone watching this, you have a chance of getting in to the next championship that they have by playing through the qualifying league. So it looks like the next game is starting up, and Alchemixt he heard your advice, Dills. He's playing Priest.
It's the best matchup he's got left. So he's gonna have to 2-0 now, Gaara, with this Priest deck. The problem here is that yes, this Priest deck is a fairly good matchup against Hunter, but there are some fairly good answers for this Priest, and like a Ramp Druid, a Control Warrior, a Handlock, any of that stuff.
Yeah, but one of Gaara's decks is a warrior. I'm assuming Control. I don't know what other warrior he would play.
Yeah, the Face Warrior deck is pretty much dead. It was never actually that good anyway, I don't think. It kind of took people by surprise there when playing it for a while. He kept getting to Legend with that deck. But I never really believed in that deck. All right, so this is kind of awkward. He's probably just going to coin out the Eaglehorn Bow. Yeah. Kill off the 1/3, ensure no more card draw.
Exactly, since he's definitely going to heal next turn. But now he'll probably just play his Dark Cultist.
Yeah, pretty obvious play. I mean,
ooh,
perfect.
He did draw another Undertaker, but you really...
No, you can't be that greedy. That is extremely greedy if you try to play Undertaker and heal your current Undertaker and then hope to get massive. Plus, it doesn't really work in with the curve, so I just Dark Cultist go.
Yeah, that's why I would have slammed Dark Cultist right here. Would just been on the board, and that's what he does. Respect buffs that Alchemist, that Undertaker up to a 2/2. Gets the Houndmaster, which can't play this turn.
So he's going to go ahead and use up... okay, so he's leaving the Dark Cultist on board. That's fine because Haunted Creeper's sticky. He does have a couple of Hunter's Marks, so he's not really worried about the health that this Dark Cultist is going to give something. You prefer to get rid of that Cultist before it actually does give that health out, but when you've got cards like Hunter's Mark, you don't really care.
Nah. Plus, you know, if you've ever played against one of these priest decks, you know the terrible things that can happen if you leave an Undertaker on board.
Yeah. I don't think I play the Undertaker here. He's looking at it, but it just dies to both these Spectral Spiders here. He did get, off that Thought Steal, he got an Animal Companion and a Highmane. Holy crap.
Yeah.
That's pretty decent. That's another Death Rattle minion, too.
I was just about to say, that Highmane works really well into the game plan of this priest deck.
If you could put one in naturally, you would do it. Like, if you could just decide, yeah, I'll just put in a Highmane in this priest deck. That should be pretty good.
But that's bye-bye Undertakers. So,
well, he can't actually kill off this Undertaker, but he did silence it, so it's not going to get much value.
Right, exactly. I mean, Highmane's still a good card to play regardless. But it's nice to have that upside of buffing your Undertaker.
So now he's got a really good turn 5 and a really good turn 6. And there's no beasts on board, and Gaara's looking at a Houndmaster that he's going to have to put on a Timberwolf, which just doesn't feel very good. That Timberwolf came from the Web Spinner, right?
I believe so.
Okay.
And I'm about to say, it feels good if you're the Timberwolf. It's like, yeah, man, my time to shine.
There goes the 5-mana Hunter's Mark. Not quite the value you're looking for.
With that hand, though, I don't know what else you would have done.
All right, so Highmane or Cairn? I go Highmane. He goes Highmane.
Highmane, yeah.
Yeah. We all go Highmane. No more Hunter's Marks, so no worries there.
I'll take the Highmane, man. You can take the low main.
All right, well, now I think Gaara's just hoping that the damage that he does have is going to be able to push through, because right now, this is freaking scary. You can actually attack one of these, get the snake trap out. He's hoping it's not a freezing trap, though, actually. This is actually a little bit sketchy. Because then he could go with the... he could clear the board with the Akanai Circle.
Oh, that's a good point. I'd be a little wigged out, too, as Alchemixt, if I thought this was a frost trap or freezing trap.
I'm really enjoying
Animal Companion. He's probably hoping for the Hog to test it with that charge instead of testing it with the Savannah Highmane.
This is just kind of scary because he doesn't know if he can attack or not. And you don't really want to risk losing...
Oh, he passed his turn.
Nah, because you're not going to be able to play an 8-mana Highmane. You just aren't. So
yeah. But
Snake Trap Secret...
But we also know it's Snake Trap, so...
Well, yeah, we know, but he doesn't. And I agree with him not attacking because, yeah, you can't risk what could happen there. Now you can attack with the Animal Companion and kind of test it out.
Yeah, he's going to attack, and he's going to be like, oh, come on. Going to be disappointed to see what trap it was.
By the way, I'm really enjoying reading Twitch chat from about 5 minutes ago. It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's reminding me of all the good times we had, Garrett.
Welcome to any tournament ever.
All right, we've got some tweets coming in. Or no, are these coming from Twitch chat or from Twitter?
That looks like it came from Twitch chat. Sour Surfer said, even Pit Lord is good for free.
But Pit Lord's never free. You take 5 damage. Well, I guess it's free if you use
if it was deployed via something else like a Void Collar, it doesn't actually do its detrimental battle cry.
Yeah.
Getting the Power Word Shield, drawing the card. What did he get? He got a Loot Hoarder. Less than thrilling.
Gaara really, I think at this point, wants to leave that Akanai Soul Priest on board as long as possible. Because he's trying to play the damage game now. He can't win with the board. He can't just control board back. So he needs to win with straight damage. Unfortunately, he's going to lose it.
That option has been taken away from him by the priest, by Alchemixt himself.
That was very smart of Alchemixt to make sure that got off the board. He's going to need to rely on healing himself probably every turn here.
I've found as I've been playing a lot of priests this week that's it's an important decision to know when to make is when to when to ditch the Soul Priest so that he can start healing again.
Yeah, there's a couple of small issues when you're playing priest that you have to kind of master. One is never going full Northshire. I mean, you just don't do it. And then the other is right now an Unleash would be good. No, he didn't get it. And the other is Akanai Soul Priest and when to kind of let that damage go and go back to the healing mode.
Absolutely.
So if he'd have gotten Unleashed there, I think it would actually no, it would have been one short of lethal. Yeah, it would have been one short of lethal. As it is, he's got him down to 7. It's kind of scary. This Sledge Belcher, though, could bring him back.
Oh, absolutely. With how much life I'm sitting on, that's absolutely what I would play.
Yeah, you draw a card first, though, and it looks like what he's going to do here.
Plus, when you have that much damage on board, you always have to stop and think, well, does my Soul Priest give me the lethal? But clearly it doesn't.
No. So he does do the heal every turn. Sludge Belcher goes down. It's going to be pretty tough to push through this Sludge Belcher when you're just sitting on an Undertaker.
That's a pretty safe board. Oh, there's the Unleash he needed.
One card late. And that does him absolutely zero good now. I mean, I guess he can play it and he can Houndmaster one of them. It actually allows him to get through half of the Sludge Belcher. Oh my god. That's game. There's no way to get through and survive here.
So another series that goes to all 3 games.
That's correct, yeah.
Well, it looks like he's going to delay it a bit with that taunted Hound, and he'll be able to get to. Let's see. Yeah, no, he can get.
No, it doesn't matter. Yeah, because he has to use the weapon to get through, and that's going to put him to 5. And yeah, there's no coming back from that.
Yeah, he can just.
Well, okay, so if he clears this and then he clears off the 2/1 with the Undertaker, then he only gets 1 attack. He's not necessarily dead yet.
Oh, that gives him another turn.
No, but it doesn't because he can play the Soul Priest and just get right through.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, because
all right, there you go.
1 health, and that's the end of game 2. So now Alchemixt gets to take his priest into game 3. Think Gaara's going to go with the Control Warrior or with his Mage deck?
I'm not familiar with his Mage deck, so let me take a look. I might be turning around on Duplicate.
Don't.
But Ben Brode told me it was good. Ben Brode knows everything.
The guy who makes the game defended his product. If you're listening, Brode, you know I love you.
All right, so he does go with the Mage deck. I think actually either one of these choices would have been fine. I'm actually curious to see this Mage deck get played because I've seen people play against me on the ladder with this deck. I haven't actually had a chance to test out the style of Mage yet.
Alchemix got the turn 1 Undertaker, and he has the coin, which means he could turn 2 that Dark Cultist so he doesn't get a better option. Oh, but there's the Zombie Chow. Do you coin the Zombie Chow deals?
I don't think you cannot, though. Oh, he doesn't. Okay, so he's going to go for the coin Dark Cultist.
I think it's a safer play because looking at his hand now, he doesn't have a turn 2 play.
No, that's true. Yeah, that's very true. If he had something like a Loot Hoarder in hand, he would definitely go for it.
Oh no, he ends up going for Power Word Shield and then Zombie Chow.
That's okay too, because you draw a card, you get the Chow out of range of the pinging again. It's like Gaara's just gonna play the ping game so he can get a big Twilight Drake going.
Yeah, that appears to be the case. So you definitely Dark Cultist here.
Oh my god, this board is already getting insane.
Yep. Gaara might be playing that Frost Nova a little sooner than he thought. Oh, well, let's see. What would his other play be? Okay.
There is no other play.
Never mind.
No other play.
Maybe he was considering coining into Defender?
Yeah, but I don't like that. You can Defender next turn pretty easily. I would have actually liked to see him put the Cultist on the other side of this Chow. And then basically what you can do is you can Defender between those two and protect your Undertaker.
No, I agree with that. I'm all about protecting the Undertaker. But he gets fireballs anyway.
Undertaker is gonna die. Goodbye, Undertaker. It was already out of control. It was what, a 3/6 at that point?
Yes.
Build your own water elemental. Yeah.
Minus the freeze.
Yeah. No freeze effect. I think he's going with the Aconite. I think I'd rather hold on to that because if it dies and I don't get to circle with it, I don't really like it. So I think Defender of Argus is a better play here.
Yeah, you get your full. Well, he decides for the Soul Priest.
Yeah, I feel like that's a slight misplay.
Anytime I can get my full value out of a defender, I go for it. But that's me personally.
Yeah. I mean, he's not trying to protect from anything, but I still feel like that's just. I don't want to lose the Aconite before I get a chance to do the circle play, so I prefer to do them on the same turn. It's likely just going to be a Sludge Belcher, but no, okay, he's going to take the. Wow, he's going to take. Okay, this is a little bit risky because he's already down pretty low. He's at 18 right now.
But I mean, what are you going to do here? You're going to use your Zombie Chow to trade for the Twilight and heal your opponent for 5? Or what you're going to do is you're just going to ignore it and keep going to face.
No, yeah, absolutely. At this point,
but his Soul Priest
is down deck.
His Soul Priest is down now, so it doesn't even you kill that Zombie Chow all you want.
Yeah, so he is the beatdown deck now. He's got him down to 5. This is not looking good for Gaara. He's got the lean going right now. Maybe he needs to switch those sunglasses out. A different shade. He does have a free Molten Giant. The good news is...
No way to taunt it up, though. No way to taunt it up.
He doesn't really need to... I don't think he has any ways to taunt it up. Right?
He doesn't. No defenders are in here. No.
So I think you just Molten Giant and then you Frost Nova here, and you try to set up a big Flame Strike next turn.
That's what he's doing.
So you ping one of these guys down. I think you just ping the 4/5 because you're going to have to swing in with something next turn anyway. Oh, he's going to go ahead and just kill it right now.
I don't
think I would have done that because
now the defender survives a Flame Strike.
Yeah, it doesn't matter either way because Holy Fire gets drawn. So there you go.
It's game.
But if he hadn't attacked there, what he could have done is actually killed off the 4/6